Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a full face makeup tutorial using nothing but drugstore makeup. So if you want to see me get this look with nothing but drugstore makeup, then let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay guys, so to start off I'm going to be using this Hard Candy Sheer Envy Pore Defense Primer. I'm just going to focus it on the areas where I feel like my pores are the largest. I used a little bit too much. After applying the primer, I'm going in with foundation, and this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in the shade 102, and this is my current favorite foundation. I'm going to take it on my finger and just dot it on my face, and then I'm going to blend it out with the sponge. This is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. After foundation, I'm going to move on to concealer. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in this shade 10 Light. And I'm actually going to add a little bit of a different concealer on top just to brighten it up a little bit. And that is the Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade 10. Next, I'm going to be setting my under eye so there's no creasing or smudging. I'm using the Airspun Loose Powder. And I'm just going to use a sponge and pack that underneath the eyes. I'm going to let that set for a minute, and then I'm just going to brush it off. Okay, so after it's gone and set, I'm going to brush it off with this brush. It's a loose, it's not a dense brush. And I'm just going to use the excess powder to set the rest of my face. So now I'm going to zoom in a little bit and we're going to get started on the eyes. I did just wake up, so I do have some little bags underneath my eyes, so let's just ignore that. I'm going to be using this NYX eyeshadow base. We're just going to pop that on our entire lid, even over the brows. For eyeshadow, I'm using the Wet n Wild All Natural palette, and it looks like this. I'm going to start off with a large brush and taking this lightest shade and just sweeping that all over my area above the crease. It's going to be a highlight and a transitional color. Then I'm taking a blending brush and this shade right here, tap off the excess, and that's going into my crease. It's okay if it gets a little bit messy onto the lid. I'm going to clean that up with a concealer in a little bit. Next, I'm taking this really tiny brush and I'm going in with this maroon sort of shade, tapping off the excess, and I'm just going to kind of follow my crease with this. Then I'm going in with another crease brush. This is very much smaller than the last one I was using. And I'm going to go back in with that color I used in my crease before. This I don't know what kind of color this is. But I'm going back in with it just to blend out that maroon shade that I just applied. And this is where I'm going to clean up my lids. I'm just going to take that lighter concealer that I used earlier, and I'm just going to take a little flat brush and carve out my crease. And I'm going in with a small brush, and I'm going in with that first shade, that really light one, and I'm just going to pack that on top of that concealer. I want to deepen up the outer corners of my eyes a little bit, so I'm going in with this shade right here. And I'm just going to apply it to the outer corners and just a little bit blend it over top of that concealer. I'm going to also drag it up halfway into my crease too. And then I'm going to take this large brush, again with nothing on it, and just kind of blend over top. I'm now going to move on to eyeliner. This is my e.l.f. Expert Liquid Liner, and I am going to wing out my eyeliner. So while my eyeliner is drying, I'm going to move on to my brows. For my brows, I'm going to be using the NYX Tame and Frame pomade in the shade Brunette. I'm going to take it on the back of my hand just to kind of warm up the product because it's getting a little dried out. So this product is kind of dried out. I've had it for a while now. I know that I'm kind of like sloppy on my eyeliner and everything, but that's because I know that I'm going to clean it up with concealer anyway. So before I go ahead and do that, I'm going to use these eyeshadows to fill in the rest of my brows. That's just how I always do it. Pomade and eyeshadow. So I know this is kind of weird, but I'm going to take this shade that I was using on my eyes, and I'm going to use that as the front end of my brows. I know it's weird looking, but it actually works really well. And then for the ends of my brows, I'm just going to use this darker brown shade. Okay, so I'm done filling in my brows. I'm going to go back in with this concealer. So moving on to mascara, I'm going to first obviously curl my lashes just a little bit. For mascara, I'm using the Miss Manga Rock from L'Oreal. Yeah, L'Oreal Miss Manga Rock. And we're just going to put that on our lashes. So I'm finished up with my eyes, and now I'm going to move on to the face. I'm actually going to use the new Wet n Wild makeup sticks. I did do a demo and review on this, so if you want to check it out, I will try to remember to link it in the description. So this is what they look like. They're just makeup sticks. You got contour, corrector, and blush. So after I've done the contour and the corrector, I'm going in with the blush. And with this product, I've learned that you do have to set it with a translucent powder because otherwise it just kind of feels like it wants to slide off. So I'm just going to take some translucent powder and just dust it over top. And for highlight, I don't really own any like drugstore highlights, so I'm going to go in with one of these shimmery shadows from the palette that I was using. It actually kind of doubles as a blush because I'm using the rose gold shades. For lips, I'm going to use one of the newer Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit. I also did a video swatching some of these, so I will try to remember to link that down below as well if you guys are curious. This is the shade Rebel Rose. And to finish everything off, I'm going to set my face with the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set spray. So that completes my full face using drugstore makeup. I hope you guys liked it. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you did, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I will be seeing you guys in my next video very soon. Bye guys.